and gentlemen, we've got Beuran Hendricks at the top table. Start with Zahir.
Beuran, what was the chat at tea time? You guys obviously, I presume, appointed at 100 for no wicket. What was the chat that you guys came out so motivated on the plans for that last session?
Yeah, we just had a chat that we were telling ourselves we're better than what we bowled in the first session. Everybody has different plans personally, so we shouldn't have played the batter. We should have rather just stuck to our plans, and that's what came out after tea.
Daniel?
You say that you came out and said that you knew that you guys were better than you were before. What exactly were you getting wrong in that first session?
I think we were just a little bit too full up front with the new ball and just leading into tea. And then you saw once we came out, a bit more aggression came out and helped us pick up for another 4 wickets.
Ken?
Beuran, it's a very raw pace attack. I mean, I think Bernard's got 60 caps and the rest of you 11 or something ridiculous. Do you feel in that first session that it was nerves, that you guys were a bit tentative maybe?
Yeah, I could say I was very nervous. Yeah, but once I got past those first 2 overs, I'd say I felt quite comfortable. I was just making sure that I could zone in on an area, try and make them play as much as possible, and I can't really speak for the rest of the bowling attack, but I felt again after tea we came out blazing and made sure that we make it count.
Telford and Zahir?
Beuran, having bowled on the pitch now, do you think it justifies picking all seam attack?
Yeah, I think it does. There is enough in the wicket for us to, get a decent total by bowling them out. Just playing at the unders, personally during domestic cricket, it does quicken up. So I'm expecting that, tomorrow or day 3. But happy with where we are at the moment.
Zahir, Khalid and Daniel?
Beuran, as much as that track is young, you looking from down in Cape Town, you play with Batter, you play with Beuran, it's like almost coming together, happy to make
Yeah,
it.
definitely. I thought about it a couple of times. Starting my career with Pato and with Vern, it was special for me. To bowl with him, to share the new ball with Vern was very special, especially in his last Test match. And yeah, happy with that.
Also just you've had how long injuries over the last few years, moving out of tunnel to make a good cap. I mean, that must have been an emotional moment.
Yeah, it was. I was close to it, I would say. Close to shedding one. But I just had to make sure that I make it count. That was the thought I had in my mind as I walked on the field. Make it count. We know where we are in the series, and that's the most important thing at the moment.
Khalid, Daniel and Firoz?
So Beuran, you always speak about how you're a bowler that likes to try new skills and improve your skills. You made your debut obviously with all the limited overs format with Proteas now, long format.
Yeah.
Which format do you feel more comfortable in? And also, what has it been like to work with Shaw on the field?
I don't think I can't talk about comfortability. I think this is the format I prefer most. This is where you are really tested. That's why they call it Test match cricket. So I just want to make sure that I set a good precedent starting out now. I'm sort of replacing KG, but I got to make it count as well. But this is the format that I enjoy the most.
Daniel, Firoz, Dean and then Rory. Oh, and Ken? We'll finish off with Ken.
Mina.
Daniel, yes.
Last night, did you envisage how your first wicket in Test cricket may materialise, and was it like that?
No, I didn't do that at all. I normally do that when I play domestic cricket, but last night was just keep my mind as clear as possible. If I went out there, I probably would have thought too much. That's what I didn't want in my game. I wanted to make sure that I had a clear mind, play the situation, and not dream of getting guys out a certain way, because that could backfire. So.
Firoz?
Beuran, it's your first Test and Vernon's last. What were the kind of special moments that you shared together? Did he say anything to you, or is there any kind of nice story you can tell us?
Not really. Myself and Vern, it's a bit of a senior player versus younger player always. So he makes sure that he keeps me on top of my toes. But I'm always tuning into Vern, making sure that I get enough information out of him, what his plans are, what he's looking to do with guys. I know he's a different sort of skill set, but you know, things work when you bowl in partnership. So yeah, it's a special one for me to play with Vern, even though it's his last test. So I'll enjoy that moment as well.
Dean.
The Wanderers maybe fairly or unfairly has a reputation of being quite intimidating ground. Sometimes the fans can get on top of opposition. As someone who plays a lot of cricket here, is that the case? And how do players cope when maybe they get tested by the fans?
Yeah, look, it's a public sport. So I think if fans are coming hard, you know, we certainly don't condone it as players. You know, we expect more from fans. We're all trying to enjoy the game. So, you know, if anything, we would ask the fans for respect and make sure that they're enjoying the game as much as we are.
Is it difficult? Is it a skill as a player to kind of keep your
Yeah, I would say so. You know, we can't stop what fans are doing. But we just make sure that we zone in on what's happening on the park and not really interact with anything.
Rory.
Yeah, England's two openers are quite inexperienced players themselves, only a few caps. Were you surprised at how confidently they played on a pitch like this?
Yeah, I would say you know they played conditions well. I think up front with the new ball, they left well. They made sure they didn't play at anything that was loose. So yeah, I would say surprised that they were sort of that comfortable. But again, we brought it back nicely, so not too much damage done.
And finally, Ken.
Beuran, you had your first test wicket and then it was taken away from you. But then later you got Sibley in exactly the same way.
Yeah.
Can you just talk to us about your emotions in those two moments?
Yeah, look, the first one sounded a bit woody. Umpire confirmed it as well. But I mean, that's the game of cricket. We have DRS now, which actually you know, brought him back to the crease. But to get him was special. I mean, it was my first one. I enjoyed it. It went according to plan as well, so happy with that.
So you say according to plan, was that a plan to sort of target the body and there did seem to be a bit of extra bounce there?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we saw during most of the series that was sort of a weak point of his, so try to attack it as much as possible.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys.